Hello everyone, and welcome back to the LSDJAM 2021 Showcase. This time, we're looking at a game called Endways, which kind of just starts here, in the world's tiniest window, so you're not going to get the best resolution, but hey, well, whatever, it works. I'm not sure what to say about this one. It launched very oddly. But let's go ahead and see here. This was made by JK Tech, and the description reads, I am making this game inspired by the theme of Dream Emulator that is basically our own dreams. I'll put in this project many dreams and places I've seen when I was sleeping and want to share. Some of these places will gain their own games out of my dream-related genre, but will be showcased here as well, since my main source of inspiration are my dreams. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but okay. The graphics of this game might look a bit of a mix of LSD Dream Emulator with Shadow of the Colossus, since Shadow of the Colossus is a game that used to constantly show up in my dreams. Huh. Well, it doesn't look like Shadow of the Colossus yet, but interesting. I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, it's called Endways. I don't know how big it is, but no, check it out, I suppose. Of course, before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving it a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, come over to Twitch. I'd love to make this year the year I reach partner. But to do that, I need more viewers. So if you want to come by, whether it's to lurk or to talk, think about adding to that view count, coming by, and just making a difference, because we'd love to have you. Also, we have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. And I have a Coffee link if you want to help directly monetize my content. All links are in the description, so check them out if you feel like it. Now, let's see what exactly... I don't even know the controls, if there are specific controls. I don't know if they are, but let's just... Oh, there is sound. Can you hear the sound? It might be a bit quiet. I don't know. Let me turn it up if so. We shuffle our feet quite shuffly. I'll just pop that volume up a bit again. Alright, there we go. Very sandy office floor. So can I... Okay, so what can I do? I can jump. I can sprint. And if I have it interact... Look at these handles. Look at these fucking handles. JPEG compression. That's my favorite thing on my video game doors. Sorry, I'm just a stickler against JPEG compression. Handle a card reader. Regardless, has JPEG compression. Alright, so we can go out this way or out that way. Alright. Oh. Ooh, sound. More sound. And places. And stuff. Cool. Oh, that is some ground warping right there. All right. So there's a well here. Guess that's where we came from, technically. If you guys can't hear the sound, I can turn it up further. Just let me know. It is a bit quiet still, I think. Sorry, just the way this game presented itself in this weird window. I kind of expect this to not really have audio. I'm glad it does. Here, let's turn this up a bit. Is that too loud? That is some aggressive ground warping. Alright, well, let's look around, I guess. I'm gonna look at the game feed more than my actual game window. The game feed you guys are seeing, it's bigger. I'm guessing these X's basically mean, like, this is an area that's going to be something I develop later. Because this seems to be in an early state. Listen, the PSX pixelation effect, and the warping that comes with PSX textures. Yeah, the PS1 did warp, but this effect's a little extreme. That may be the point, though. I'm not really sure. I have seen a few developers want to make their game PS1 style, but then they kind of overdo it on the texture warping, on the texture distortion that the PS1 did actually have, but not usually to a degree like this, not unless you really broke something in a game. Alright, so there's kind of a cool temple there. Oh. I almost missed that because of these walls being... Okay, what's this? Oh. Cave. Water. Place. place? Boat? Possibly a boat. What happens if I... Okay. Back to well. Probably wonders if they purposely made things warp around stuff to be dreamlike, or they wrote their own 3D render for grid out. It may be so. If I look at that window again, the other window, yeah, it's constantly updating coordinate. It's just like constantly spitting out coordinate data, basically where my player is. I think especially when I warp. So it's just spitting out coordinate data basically all the time. Okay, that's that temple. Let's try to find that cave again. Okay. That was weird. Alright. It looks like all you can do is just fall. Alright, this time instead of jumping off the boat, let's go into the door. Which leads me back here. Okay. Let's go back here. Alright, and this time I'll go right. I'll follow the right wall this time. It's intriguing, and it's very. I think this does feel very homemade. Like, I don't really know how Godot handles 3D normally. I thought it could just by itself, but it does seem like a custom engine. That is the impression it gives me as well. Okay, well, there's just water here. Could jump in. I bet that sends me back to the boat, doesn't it? Yep, I had a feeling. What's behind this? Nothing. Okay. Alright, Godot's 3D engine is very much able to do whatever you tell it to on a lower level. Okay. I mean, hey, if somebody's experimenting and developing an engine, whether it's jank or not, I'll still respect them for developing an engine. That's not exactly easy. I mean, it reminds me of a game I played for Howler for an hour a long time ago that was like a somewhat janky platformer that had some real charm to it, and the developers later told me like they made the whole engine from scratch, and I was like, oh, you know what, I respect that. Like, I understand why it's a bit jank then. Like, it made sense. Alright, so what's past the cave? We have... Pillar Monument? Can I interact with this? Oh my, the textures. It makes it hard to even tell what surface is actually what surface is what at that point. Alright, is there anything else to do in this place? Can you add this word into your game by simply adding one word after the shader? Is to enter the shader? It's really as simple as that, huh? Alright, we're back to the ledge. So I've already looped out this area. Okay, so the only thing this area might have is something in the middle, I guess. I'll look in the middle, I suppose. See if anything pops up. Doesn't seem like it. Hard to tell, though. Yeah, seems like we've already seen everything here. So let me go back to the office and try the left door, I guess. Or the left door, like the left open path, or whatever you want to call it. Which leads back to the boat. Okay. Well, I think we've already seen everything then. It was kind of obvious this was an early, you know, early version of whatever that's being worked on here. It's kind of intriguing, though. I honestly would like to see where he goes with this. I'd especially like to see where he goes with the whole Shadow of Colossus thing. Like, that is kind of interesting, because Shadow of the Colossus, the game itself, it technically is a liminal space game if you think about it. There's an awful lot of empty space with nothing going on. That's part of the charm of the game, but it also creates kind of a liminal feel, I feel. But yeah, I guess that was Endways, a weird one. We've been having a lot of weird ones today. Ones I wouldn't exactly call like good, fully featured games exactly, but you know, this is LSDJAM, so having some weird outliers kind of just makes sense, really. I hope you guys enjoyed it, even though it was kind of short. It was an interesting little look at what they could possibly do, and what this developer could possibly do in the future as well. But in any case, that was Endways.